Hey guys, this is Shawn Sanders. Thank you so much for clicking onto my channel. So hit that like button, subscribe, and tell a friend about me. Just to let you know, you can find me on other social media platforms. You can find me on Periscope, you can find me on Twitter, and you can find me on Instagram. Same name, keeping it simple. So I apologize me moving back and forth from the camera. I have a new camera mount, and I'm testing it out. I'm not sure if I like where I'm at, but I'm parked, so I figured before I walk into my office, I would have a quick chit chat. So it is Tuesday, day after Labor Day. I hope you guys enjoyed your Labor Day and had a good time and rested. I did. I had my fun and festivities on Sunday, and then on Monday my husband and I went to the Blueberry Festival that was about an hour away and ate some food and had a good time. So, and then chilled for the rest of the day. So I want to come in and talk quickly about a subject that I have a lot of going back and forth with my friends, and I thought this was a good time to talk about it because I was on my YouTube, and you know how sometimes you just get recommendations and things scrolling, and I came across a video from Erica De Niro Kelly, and it was about wedding culture, and that really piqued my interest because I do have some strong opinions about it. She only did like a 2-minute video. It was a preview, and I think she did this a couple of months ago, so I didn't see anything that came up on my feed that she actually went into a lot of detail. So we're not going to touch on the same things, but she did make some interesting points. So if you want to check out her preview of what she said, it's Erica De Niro Kelly, and she does have some points that I definitely agree and that I have touched on talking to friends and when people are coming to me about getting married. So for those of you who are new to my channel, I am married. I've been married for 22 years. I'll be celebrating my 23rd wedding anniversary next year in February. And I do believe that I have a very different approach about weddings and marriage. I'm pretty pragmatic, and I don't have this fantasy, foo-foo, idealistic idea about marriage in general. I have a very realistic approach about it, and that's usually how I approach a lot of things, and weddings are no different. Now, I will say this. I do not have anything against weddings. I love to go to a wedding. There is nothing more beautiful than seeing a couple that have come together, and with the union of also family and friends to share in this wonderful union. I have nothing against weddings. I had a wedding. What I do have a problem with is that people think that the wedding is the end all to be all. Society in general, and women specific, it's as if they put all their chips on this wedding and they don't give as much energy, care, concern, detail to the marriage. So that is what I have a problem with. And what Erica De Niro Kelly did touch on is that this is a culture that has seeds planted when you're a child. Comes with, Disney movies and being told that you're going to be a princess, and then of course when you get older you buy into this idea that this is the most beautiful you're ever going to be. And then of course if you see these reality shows, and Bridezilla was horrible with that. There was so much concern about it being me. I'm number one. I am the center. Everyone, kowtow to me and bow down to me because I am the center of attention. That where did the marriage come into all of this? And I do believe in some cases that women want to have a wedding and to say that they're married and not necessarily put the same care and consideration in a marriage. And I only say that because I'm going by facts. When you talk about the high rate of divorce between couples, something is to be said that there's a lot more attention to the wedding than there is to the marriage. You know, it is a multi-million-dollar, billion-dollar industry, and there's so many moving parts to a wedding that people want to make this fantasy come to life, because for some people, they've been dreaming about it all their life. I didn't grow up like that, so I don't have that same approach. I do believe that it is a wonderful thing to have a couple come together and have their love and express it, and have the witness of family and friends, and to witness and support a couple as they go on to their new lives together. I find that to be beautiful. That's why people cry at weddings, especially when they hear the backstory of a couple. I do think that people go into marriage prematurely on the premise of a wedding, because you'll hear people that knew during the time that they were planning the wedding or the wedding day that they should not go walking down the aisle, but because the invitations were sent out, they feel like they can't turn back. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. And yeah, you should. You should run. I'd rather be a runaway bride than someone who is miserable in a marriage. And, you know, I've heard people paying for a wedding that, you know, and they're divorcing. You know, the marriage didn't even outlast the time that it took to have the wedding. So I'll say this again, I am not against weddings. I love weddings, especially when they are immersed in cultural, you know, steep in culture, and really are highlighting the union of a couple. There's nothing more beautiful. And I just, you know, I have people who come to me and ask me, you know, what advice do you have for someone that's getting married? And I say, for all the care and consideration and attention to detail that you put in a wedding, if you put half of that in a marriage, you'll have a long marriage, you'll have a long union. And I haven't changed my view on that, especially for women, because there's so much of this care. I mean, if we poured that much care into our spouse about their consideration and attention to detail of needs, and it was reciprocated, and all that, if we did put that time and energy into each other, cultivating a relationship, I don't think there would be a high rate of divorce. So that is just my opinion. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you've gotten caught up in the wedding culture. If you have friends or family that have been caught up in the wedding culture, what do you think about the reality shows about weddings? And has it skewed your idea or your ideal about weddings and marriage? I'd be interested to see what you thought. So, happy Tuesday. Take care of yourself and each other, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.